Hey everybody, welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. This is episode 6. We'll be putting a recap on week 1 and getting ready for week 2. This is a tough week because Brendan won and I lost.
As usual.
The Cowboys game killed me. That's all that matters. The Cowboys game killed me. Because Dak and Waller, neither one of them had to do anything. But you had a big week.
Yeah.
Who'd you have? Who blew up for you?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones
Ain't
did
even
look
played
good.
the third quarter.
Oof. He did look good. He got nicked up, but they say he's all right. We're jumping ahead. But Brendan's 1-0, and I'm 0-1. Oh, my God.
Again, as usual.
Let's start out with some injuries. Terrible week for injuries. J.K. Dobbins out for the year. Achilles tear.
Gus Edwards.
That's tough. Here comes Gus. Jacoby Myers from the Raiders. He had 2 TDs. He took a big shot. He's in the concussion protocol. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play week 2. Jake Conklin, right tackle for the Browns, out for the year. ACL tear. That's pretty bad on a team that likes to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can survive that. Cam Hayward, Steelers defensive tackle, groin injury. They say he's out multiple weeks. Steelers had a tough time stopping the 49ers.
Yeah.
Just got tougher without Cam Hayward. Yeah, so that could be rough. Both Seattle tackles, Charles Cross, Abraham Lucas, nicked up. But guess who they bringing in for a free agent visit?
JP.
41-year-old Jason Peters.
The GOAT.
I'm telling you, man, if you're a left tackle with good feet, you could play in the NFL forever. Dude's 41. They probably going to sign him too. And then last but not least, the one that we all saw Monday night. That was a horrible injury. Aaron Rodgers, done for the year. Another Achilles tear. That's rough. That was even rough to watch, man. When they took him out,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I hope he comes back. We've been waiting for this to see this all summer. But that's a tough injury. I mean, it's even a tough injury to come back from.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely out for the year. So the big argument now is like NFL fields. Should it be like natural grass or that artificial grass that they use? Because they say his heel kind of got dug into the turf and that caused the tear. So I don't know. That's been an ongoing battle for years. But I would like to see them play on natural grass everywhere. It's more expensive, but maybe it'll save the players wear and tear in their bodies. Cool. Ready to get started?
Yep.
All right, man. Getting into week 2. Let's look at some quarterbacks. Big one for you because I know you had this dude on your roster. Geno Smith at Detroit. Do you start him?
Me? Am I going to start him?
Either way. You going to start him or would you recommend somebody start him as a QB1 this week?
I would
at
definitely
Detroit?
recommend somebody start him.
Uh-huh.
Me, I probably won't.
That's because you have Fields.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you didn't have anybody else and he was your QB on your roster or your QB1, you feel comfortable starting him against Detroit?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of points in that one. That was kind of funny. He was yelling, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
I mean, it kind of your life kind of flash in front of your eyes. Aaron Donald coming at you like that.
It's a
But that
big
was
dude.
kind of funny. Yeah, it's a huge dude. What about Daniel Jones at Arizona? Horrible game against Dallas. What do you think?
I don't know. This might be a get back game.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Or
Or
it could be another terrible game.
or they could stink it up again? Yeah. I mean,
Would you start him?
I think I would start him as my QB1. I feel all right. I think you said it. You know I overthink things like you always blame me on. But I feel like this is going to be a good bounce back game for the Giants. Because they got their doors blown off week 1. That was terrible. I don't even think I watched that whole game. I cut it off at like halftime. Anthony Richardson, bro, at Houston.
I think there's going to be some fantasy points in this one.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a whole lot of touchdowns.
Yeah. It's going to be points in that game. I like young fella. You can see the fantasy points like you just said because he ran one and he threw one. He's nice. I just think the thing with him, he got nicked up late in week 1. He runs it too much. He has to run it too much. They got to figure out to get a running back to run the ball because he's not going to make it through 17 weeks like that. But the talent is definitely there. I'm a believer. I was kind of on the fence in the preseason, but I'm definitely a believer. Last quarterback, Jimmy G at Buffalo. They beat Denver week 1. You should feel comfortable starting him at Buffalo?
No.
Yeah, I think I would move off of that one. Yeah.
No.
He real steady, don't make a lot of mistakes, but Buffalo's tough.
Yeah.
They're tough. So I don't think I would start him at Buffalo. I go somewhere else on that one. Let's jump down to some running backs. The Eagle running backs. Come on, man. All right, so those of you who don't know, Brendan's a huge Eagles fan. He been talking about Kenneth Gainwell since back in June, and I did not believe him. I'm a believer now. What's going on there, man?
I told you he was the number one back.
Where'd you get the intel from, though?
What do you mean, where'd I get the intel? You could watch last season.
Oh, my God.
He almost had a Super Bowl touchdown.
Right.
He had more carries than Miles Sanders in the Super Bowl.
Right, okay.
You should have known right there.
I thought Miles Sanders got hurt early in the Super Bowl. Didn't he? They said he left with something.
He was still on and off the field.
I got you. I mean, well, whatever you're saying, I can't really argue against it. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell had like 14 carries. The next person had like 4.
Yep.
So it seemed like he the guy. And DeAndre Swift, I don't know. It's hard to believe, but yeah, it looks like Gainwell's the guy. But even watching their game, it just didn't seem like they ran the ball enough to me.
No. The Eagles look terrible. I don't care they won. They look terrible.
Yeah, they look kind of...
I don't know if it was a mixture of rusty, new offensive coordinator.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I think it's probably more of the rustiness part, because there was plenty of times where Dallas Goedert was open and he missed them 3-4 times.
They spot shotted him like 3 times in the third quarter that I saw.
Wide open.
Yeah, he was. It was.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more of the rustiness than the offensive coordinator, but they do need to run it how they used to.
Yeah,
that's what made the Eagles running the ball. Sure.
That old line, you definitely
gotta
have to
run.
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't see
to.
why you wouldn't. They got an advantage everywhere. But Sirianni did say he was going to reevaluate the preseason next year. He said because even in his eyes, his team looked a little out of sorts, off. Yeah, that's a good word. So yeah, that at the Vikings, you would definitely start Gainwell.
And I start Gainwell. I start the whole Eagles. I put defense out there. Just Jefferson not doing nothing. I said the same thing last year. We ain't gonna have none of that.
Yeah. So it's the Vikings at Philly Thursday night. But yeah, Tyler Algier, Falcons.
Yeah.
Not so fast, folks. Not so fast, Bijan. They both look good.
Yeah.
They both look good, but it was just kind of weird because nobody's talking about Tyler Algier in the summer. It's just like, whatever, Bijan's going to be the guy, but it looks like it's going to be an even split. They both going to eat. Yeah, they did real good. They did real good. So start him against the Packers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
he
so.
seemed like he got more carries.
He did. Yeah, he did. He took advantage of him too. He had a great game. Breece Hall at Dallas.
I know you have your thing about your all ACL team.
I know. We talked about it. We said we would watch that close.
And you about your overthinking.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to start Breece Hall.
Yeah.
He went to work.
10 carries, 127 yards. And I think he had a catch. He caught his only target for 20 yards. So he had a big game, man. Incredible to come off ACL tear and play like that. Seemed like he had the shiftiness, the speed, and the agility. So we may have to reevaluate that ACL team. Yeah. He's young, though. He's probably only, 21, 22? So let's look at that. Maybe it's got something to do with age. Last running back, Isaiah Pacheco.
Nope.
At Jacksonville.
Nope.
Telling you, bro, I'm so glad in our draft I stayed away from Kansas City running backs. Because you know what it is. Somebody's going to come in the first series. McKinnon's going to come in third down. They're going to alternate. It's hard to have a good fantasy back on Kansas City, which is unfortunate because they got a great offense. But nah, I wouldn't have any of those dudes on my team because it's not fantasy friendly.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think in our league, somebody drafted Pacheco early. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a free agent. So it's just like, I think everybody kind of thought that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at some wide receivers. Romeo Doubs.
He went off.
He did. 2 touchdowns. Again, like I said, they at Atlanta, excuse me. 2 touchdowns, led the team in targets. Big game for him. I think you have to start him again.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he's still available in your league, pick him up as a free agent because Jordan Love is a real deal. That question has been answered. Jordan Love can play. Yeah. Jordan Love can play. Zay Flowers with the Ravens at the Bengals. You would start him? Yeah. I think you have to start him. He led the team in targets.
Yeah. By the way, the Bengals look too.
That was a tough situation because Burrow ain't played in the preseason. They just probably got out of sorts, but I didn't see 24-3.
It was weird. All the really good teams lost.
Right. Yeah, I mean, guess, it's the NFL. The teams that they played were getting up for them. They know what's coming. Not all the good teams lost.
Yeah.
A couple of them. All right, so Zay Flowers, you feel good about him? Mike Evans, playing Chicago.
I was surprised. He caught a touchdown. I'm not going to lie.
Hey, man, 6 catches on 10 targets, 66 yards and a touchdown.
He better hope Baker Mayfield better hope he get him his 1,000-yard season or he will get jumped in the locker room.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They already said they're not going to extend his contract or give him a new contract. So he'll be a free agent at the end of the year. Maybe they'll trade him and try to get some picks, but you just don't let a dude like that walk out the door.
With nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got to get something back for him. But week 1, he had a nice game. That only increases his trade value across the league. But it was nice to see him get balls. 6 for 66, that's pretty good. Michael Pittman of the Colts at Houston this week.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah.
I was surprised by this one.
Yeah.
Because I think it goes back to me not 100% trusting Anthony Richardson, but 8 catches on 11 targets, 97 yards and a touchdown. Get that dude. If you can pick him up, get him. Yeah, because I know he's available in our league. I'm not sure how some of the other leagues roll, but that might be a good person to keep your eye on and you can play him. I mean, if Anthony Richardson in week 1, he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And 97 yards right out the gate, that's pretty good. I totally didn't see that one coming. But I'm glad it happened. They seem like both to be good dudes, so that's pretty cool. Some tight ends. Hunter Henry playing Miami.
Yep.
He got some yards against your boys, against that Eagles defense, and that's tough. You can say what you want, but their defense played pretty good. 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown. That's pretty good work from your tight end. And, you know, the Patriot offense didn't get a lot of love in the preseason leading up to week 1, but how do you feel about him? Is he a starter? You start him, your tight end 1?
Yeah. I start him over Irv Smith.
I think Irv will come around. They laid an egg. I think Irv will be all right. Hayden Hurst playing New Orleans. Panthers tight end.
Yeah.
You start him?
He basically had the same stats as Hunter Henry.
He did. Yep. Same amount. 5 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown on 7 targets. So he had a healthy amount of targets. The Panthers are banged up.
Yeah.
Most of their receivers are hurt. So
somebody had to get it.
Yeah, no doubt. Usually rookie quarterbacks, they lean on a tight end out the gate too.
Quick pass.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it. So I think Hayden Hurst is a good start. I would definitely start him against New Orleans. What about some of the defenses? Patriots defense against Miami.
No.
Wouldn't touch that one? Why?
You know who you got to deal with?
I know.
No, I'm good.
Dude, that is no fun. I don't think you can back up far enough to avoid getting burnt by Tyreek Hill. I just don't. I don't know what you do.
And if you back up far enough, I'm not gonna lie, he's just gonna hit you with a crossing route.
You know, and then run sideways faster than you can and cut it up. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it'll open up your boy Waddle because I mean Tyreek Hill's gonna have to get some attention. But the Patriots defense, I don't think I would start them against Miami. Man, they go either cool off or stay hot. I just feel like they're gonna stay hot. So I think I would avoid that matchup if I had them. The
only way they cool off is if Tua get hurt.
Yeah.
That's the only way they cool off.
It is crazy because Teron Armstead, their starting left tackle, he didn't play week 1. So I was like, man, Miami might be in trouble. But
look at
everything went good. And, you know, it says a lot about a team if they can lose their left tackle and they still play. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I would stay away from the Patriots defense too. I agree with you on that one. What about the Ravens defense playing the Bengals? Division game too. It's big.
Depends on which Bengals show up.
It's kind of sad to even have to say that because a lot of people are picking the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl or be a threat to go to the Super Bowl.
Now look at them.
I know, 24-3. So what you think?
I'll say sit them just because I don't think another game like that's gonna happen.
Right.
I think the Bengals are gonna pick it back up.
Right.
So I'll start the Ravens defense.
Think the Bengals gonna wake up?
I mean, I'll sit the Ravens defense against
them. Okay.
Hopefully they wake up.
Yeah. Because that didn't look.
You don't
like,
want to lose 2 straight games in the beginning. You don't.
Nah, and they will be 0-2 in their division too.
At the bottom.
Yeah. So I think, okay, you made me think a little bit. I think I would start the Ravens defense because there's no way the Bengals are going to go 0-2 in that division. They're going to be motivated. Yeah. And it's at Cincinnati. So yeah, I would mess with the Ravens defense that week 2. What about the Rams D playing the 49ers?
Nope.
Wouldn't mess with that one either?
Nope.
I don't think I would either. 49ers offense, we saw what they can do.
Yeah.
They blew the doors off Pittsburgh quick. And the Rams D, they had a good week though, playing Seattle. So I don't think I would mess with that one. Nah, I think I would let that one go. What about some kickers? I picked a couple kickers. Riley Patterson.
Versus Seattle.
Lions kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
It's going to be some points.
I think,
in that
it's
one.
going to be some field goals there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be some points in that one. And now let's check because I think that one is at Detroit. It is.
Yes, it is.
So indoors, yeah, I definitely like Riley. What about Jake Moody, the 49ers at the Rams?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna start running after. Nope. I mean, I was gonna say if they start running it, they're gonna get stopped more. But I'm not gonna lie. If you keep running it with Christian McCaffrey, how many times is he gonna get stopped?
Not many.
So yeah, I'll still start him.
Yeah.
But that guy right there.
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't high on the Rams going into the fantasy draft. I wasn't high. I felt like they were gonna be a dumpster fire.
They did look good.
They did.
Without Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, they looked way better than I thought. I think Matt Stafford had over 300 yards passing.
Mm-hmm.
Two dudes had like 109 yards or 119 yards.
Who got Cooper Kupp in our league?
John Warner has him. Hilly and Rage has him.
Okay.
Yeah, not Hilly and Rage. Das Rage. That team. Yeah, he has him.
Trade might be coming soon.
You send him a trade.
Mm-hmm.
So that's those are the players that we wanted to discuss during this particular episode. Let's talk about some of the free agents available. Let's go back to Kenny Gainwell, man.
He gonna be out there. I know some people didn't draft him.
I don't think anybody believed that he was gonna be the starter. I swear you kept telling me that, kept telling me. I didn't believe it, but I believe it now. Because I mean, he had way more rushes than the next person. 14 carries, and I think Swift had 4.
Yeah. The only person who had close was Jalen.
Yeah, he had 9. Yeah, so it was kind of weird to see him dominating the backfield like that, but that's what it is. So, hey, you got to roll with it. So if Kenneth Gainwell's available in your leagues, get him. Seems like he's a guy in Philly. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to run it a little bit more. I don't think they had as many carries against New England as they normally would. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hope they do. We talked a little bit about Romeo Doubs.
Mm-hmm.
Led the team in targets, 2 touchdowns. Got to get him. If you can get him on the waiver wire, make it happen. He's going to have a good year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Christian Watson has a hamstring, so he might not be back week 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, that's what it is on that one. But yeah, I would definitely go after Dobbs. This last one, Puka Nacua. Puka. Why are we talking about Puka Nacua?
Because he had 15 targets, 10 catches, and 119 yards.
Yeah, man. He had 15 targets, bro, and caught 10 of them. That's pretty good. I mean, Tutu Atwell had a big game too, but Tutu. Yeah, but Nacua, 15 targets, and Cooper Kupp's out 3 more games at a minimum because they put him on IR. Mm-hmm. So if he's getting 15 targets right out the gate, man.
Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on, what?
No, that's what I was going to say. Hold on. He getting 15. Hold on.
Yeah. Put some respect on Puka's name. Let's go in your free agent pool and pick Puka. There's only one of them.
I guarantee you.
Puka Nacua.
So you know what? I got one more.
Okay, go ahead.
Kendrick Bourne. Know who that is?
Yeah.
That's the guy who put up 2 touchdowns on the Eagles.
He did.
He knew what he was doing.
He did. I thought about him, but I wanted to say Puka Nacua a couple of times before.
Puka.
Yeah. But yeah, Kendrick Bourne had a good game too.
He put up work.
He did.
I know he's a free agent.
Yeah.
He's most definitely one in ours.
Yeah, because just that trust in Mac Jones, it wasn't really there when we drafted. But yeah, he had a great game. 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely good. That's a good addition, man.
I didn't think he had a sticker on our fantasy.
He didn't have a sticker with to write it in. Yeah. The Bourne identity, Kendrick Bourne. So that's cool, man. Let's look at some of the players for week 2. Let's look at your roster. We start with yours or start with mine? We started with yours last week.
Yeah, start with yours.
All right, cool. All right, so my team, Knicks picks. These are my starters. I got Dak Prescott as my quarterback. He's playing the Jets. Derek, don't play whatever, dude.
No.
Derrick Henry is my running back. He's playing the Chargers. Keenan Allen's in the same game. He's playing at the Titans. So I got Keenan Allen and Derrick Henry in the same game.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Waller is my tight end. He's at the Cardinals. Najee Harris versus the Browns. That's my RB2.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian Robinson at the Broncos. Brian Robinson Jr., that's my RB3. I'm going to go with 3 running backs and 1 wide receiver this week.
Okay.
I got the Bucs defense playing the Bears. I was complaining about the Bucs defense last week, but they actually did good. They scored 17 points in our league. You get 17 points from a defense, you can't complain.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to change anything as far as my defense goes this week. And then my last special teams player, I got Tyler Bass, the kicker for the Bills, playing the Raiders. Those are my starters. My reserves, I got Brock Purdy at the Rams, Darnell Mooney at the Bucs, Elijah Moore at the Steelers, and Sam Laporta versus the Seahawks. What you think?
Porta potty.
Yeah, Porta potty.
Did Porta potty catch a touchdown?
He did not.
He didn't?
No, he had like... Go ahead.
What'd he do?
He had 5 catches for like 36 yards.
That's not bad.
So, yeah, in our league, tight ends get an extra point per reception. So he scored, he and Waller scored about the same thing. But obviously, I was looking to get more production from Waller. But that Cowboys game crushed me. It just killed me. So I got stuck in the mud once the Cowboys put it on the Giants like they did. So listening to what I gave you, what you think? Purdy? Nah, man. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Your man's going against the Jets. Who's he going to throw to?
But the Jets got a different quarterback.
CeeDee Lamb going to get locked up.
Nah, I doubt it.
CeeDee Lamb ain't Diggs.
I don't think the issues with the run. I don't think the issues with the quarterbacks. The issue is probably with the running backs. I got Najee Harris going against the Browns. The Browns already proved that their defense can get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And the 49ers made Pickett real uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. They just shut everything down. So as far as NFL defenses, the Browns defense obviously is a couple steps behind the 49ers, but do I feel comfortable starting Brown? Not comfortable starting Harris. I'm not sure. Only thing I can do is I can put either Elijah Moore or Darnell Mooney out there, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that.
Darnell did catch a touchdown.
He did. And Elijah Moore was tied for the league in targets on the team. So I got a decision made. I'm gonna look at that one. I'm gonna look at it close. So that's what I got. But that at first glance, that's what I'm gonna roll with. Prescott, Henry, Allen, Waller, Harris, Robinson Jr., the Bucs defense, and Tyler Bass. Mm-hmm. What you got?
As my QB, this my starters. Fields.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones.
Can't start. Oh, Aaron Jones.
Oh, that guy.
That's looking to be like your best pick.
Think so?
Yeah, man. He looks good. Work. He's a nice pro.
Ruffin was hating.
He was.
He said Aaron Jones ain't that good. I had him for about 2 years.
People always say that when it's a guy that's good. Let's always say he's not that good.
First game, he gave you like 40.
He wasn't good when I had him, so he's going to be terrible when you have him. Okay. Right. What else?
Diggs against the Raiders.
Must start.
I'm going to take that.
Yeah, you can't never not start him.
Irv Smith against the Ravens.
Okay.
I'm going to take that.
Really?
Hopefully.
Okay.
He get out. The Bengals get out this little slump.
Right.
Devontae Smith against the Vikings. I'm going to take that.
All day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good pick, too.
Jalen Waddle against the Patriots. I'm going to take that.
You got to feel like Hill's going to get a little bit more attention.
I mean, of course he's going to. Yeah, I mean, he's going to get a little bit more attention. But when you got Tyreek Hill running 80 yards down the field,
I know
somebody's going to be closer.
He's got to be. Yeah, well, I think Waddle's going to have a good week 2. Yeah, okay.
Eagles defense to get the Vikings. Oh, I'm definitely going to take that.
If you get what I got last year when I had him, you should be okay. I think they scored a defensive touchdown. I had like 3 more interceptions after that. So, okay, cool.
And then Joey Sly against the Broncos. I'm going to take that too.
Sly guy. Yeah. Okay. Who are your reserves?
Geno Smith against the Lions.
He's not going to, you wouldn't start him over Fields. Nah. I got you.
Cortland Sutton and Javonte Williams both going against the Commanders.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I'm going to say this for last because my heart is being nicer today.
Okay.
So my last is Zach Charbonnet against the Lions.
Okay. What did he do week 1? Did he do anything?
Not really.
Not really? Cortland Sutton did have a touchdown, though.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So I'm nicer. My heart is wanting me to be nicer. So you know what, Russell Wilson? You didn't do terrible.
Can't be bashing your boy. They lost by a point.
Yeah.
They lost by a point.
So you know what, Russell Wilson? You're decent.
Uh-huh.
You still hurt me 2 years in a row. But we're not going to worry about that. It's a new season, and you're turning over a new leaf.
Yeah, we got to look at Cortland Sutton's target share because, I mean, he did catch a touchdown, and I think Jerry Jeudy was ruled out before the game started. You don't have a whole lot of weapons to throw to, and he found Sutton on a couple of different occasions. But, yeah, you got anything you worried about or you got anything you need to decide? You're pretty cut and dry. You should have a good week. I think you're going to be all right because Waddle's probably going to have a big week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to have a big week.
I need Devontae to have another one, too.
Yeah, I think he will.
That playing in the rain with no gloves is crazy.
Well, it was rain all up and down the East Coast this past Sunday, so that was kind of crazy. That was really crazy. That impacted a couple games. So hopefully all the rain is gone. But yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, I just got to figure out what to do with Najee Harris, because I'm just not 100% certain that I know exactly what I'm going to get from him from week to week. And that Browns defense, it's probably, again, it's not as stout as the 49ers defense, but they're good. They've proven they can shut down a top flight NFL defense. An NFL offense. If you can do that to the Bengals, you can play. Yeah, you can play. So we'll see. I'll do some research on that one. What about your game of the week? What's your game where you're like, okay, this is the one I got to see outside of Minnesota at Philadelphia?
Interesting.
Okay.
I think the Jets and Dallas game gonna be good.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good one to pick. You're gonna find out, like, because week 1 we got good vibes from both teams, so we're gonna find out week 2 if one of the teams can separate themselves from the pack. That's a good one. I like Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Okay.
Right? Because if Cincinnati loses that game, they're in a hole 2 weeks into the season, 0-2 in their division.
Yep.
And we all said the AFC North is kind of it's going to be tough to get into the playoffs coming out of the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
So really, Baltimore at Cincinnati or even Cleveland at Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh, same thing. If they lose, they'll be 0-2. Not in the division, but still be 0-2. So it's kind of a hole either way. But that's good, man. Week 2, looking forward to it. You got anything else?
Mm-mm.
Cool. We're going to get ready to get out of here. If you got any start-sit questions, send them to me and Brendan. You can put it on our YouTube channel. You can put it in the chat, and we'll be sure to respond. We're trying something a little bit new this year also. We get on Instagram Live at like 11:30 in the morning on Sundays. So we kind of look at our rosters, get some help with our rosters with a couple guys that I know that have been in various leagues. And also, if you have any sit-start questions, you can shout them out then on Sunday morning. So again, remember, 11:30 a.m. Sunday mornings on Instagram Live. We'll be there. Check us out.
Peace.
Have a good night.